Hello. Hi, I'm here to talk about how to swim with dangerous sharks and not get eaten. I've been scuba diving with sharks for the last 10 years, a PADI dive master, and here to share some of my photography and useful tips in the water. So you may not know, but only a handful of people die from sharks a year, and you're 3 times more likely to die from a falling coconut or a vending machine. So, you can see here, this guy wasn't too lucky. So I definitely would watch out if you're trying to get a candy bar. So you may be wondering why so many people have this fear of sharks. And it's really because of a mechanical shark in this movie named Jaws. Everybody sings the theme song every single time they hear I'm going to go on a shark dive. And they freak out and they just think I'm going to come back eaten and marred. So here is a list of the top 5 most dangerous sharks with only a handful of people actually dying. And here is where I have gone to swim with them, as well as the age that I swam with them. So since I'm still here, I'm still living. So you may be wondering which shark was the most shy. And I actually found it was the great white. It's the most feared shark, but I found that they were the most docile. And as they would swim up to us, they would just cruise and just chill. You kind of felt like you were doing yoga with the sharks underwater. So you may be wondering, what was the most curious shark? And it was definitely by far the tiger shark. They were definitely coming up. They were getting close with us. It definitely loved to come right eye to eye and then graze right by you. So you may be thinking, how am I still here? There I am to the right, taking a picture of that tiger shark, yes, without a cage. And so you may be thinking, I'm crazy, I'm nuts, I must have a death wish. But actually, I don't. I think these sharks are just beautiful. I love getting up and close and taking pictures of them. And they're wonderful, graceful, and beautiful creatures. So we took this trip to the Bahamas and spent a full week out there diving with them at night, during the day. There I am underneath one. There's a photo I shot to the left. And we were okay. So there's a few tips that you need to know if you do want to try partaking in this type of activity. So what I would love for you to do is be smart about where you're diving. Ask local divers. Talk to the dive shops. And find out what sharks are in the water, how they react to divers, and maybe what you need to do. Also wear practical clothing. Stay away from silver, white, yellow. Yellow in diving circles is known as yum, yum, yellow. So if you see a pair of yellow fins at the dive store and you want to go on a shark dive, just say no. So wear dull clothing. Wear gloves. If you have like white things, it's going to definitely attract them. So also get underwater. When you're on top of the water, that's where dead fish are. So if you're up there, that's where they want to eat. So get underwater. Look at them. So also, you got to stay calm. And I know it's hard for me to stay calm up here, but underwater, you have to stay calm. You have to look them in the eye. You have to chill. If you start swimming away, that's the wrong thing to do. You got to look them in the eye constantly and breathe and lower your heart rate. So also, we have to utilize teamwork. Underwater, we constantly have to be looking at the sharks, looking them in the eye. One time I had a shark coming right behind my head, and the other divers had to signal me for me to turn around and look at it in the eye. So we're always keeping our eyes on the sharks, because as long as you're looking at them, they know that you're looking at them. So I did have a close encounter when the bait box was opened 4 feet in front of me, and the shark started kind of getting crazy and came straight for me and actually bumped me out of the way and started to circle me. So I had to circle with it, keep my eye on it, and as a team, Wolfgang Leander actually swam down and he hand-fed it a fish, and he started to pet her, and she was chill. So I have survived a scary experience with a dangerous shark. So there are a few shark myths. You may think if you are on your period that you cannot get in the water. From experience, you're going to be okay. Sharks, if they bite off a hand, they usually spit it out. They don't really like the taste of us. So you may be concerned about how many sharks are eating humans, but it's only a handful a year. Whereas really 9,127 sharks are being murdered by people every hour. So their shark fins are being cut off, they're being thrown back in the ocean. They may take hours or even days where they're just dying in the ocean. And it makes me really sad. So what can you do? You cannot buy shark skulls or teeth or being sold on the street. You can spread the word and not partake in shark fin soup. So I hope I was able to share what glorious creatures they are and stay away from vending machines and coconuts.